Hey everyone, it's Nakia from BTW Mobile Notary. I'm here today because it is travel season and I know everyone is getting ready for their vacations. And if you haven't already, you are in the process of applying for a passport for your minor child under the age of 16. Now, the normal process is you get a DS Form 11, you have the child's birth certificate, both parents go appear at the appointment and they apply for the child to get their passport. However, both parents are usually busy. If you're in a situation where one parent lives in another state or just they're not available, there is a form DS 3053 that needs to be filled out by both parents and signed by the non applying parent or the parent that will not be present. It has to be notarized, and you need a copy of that parent's ID so that the child, or well, rather, the one parent can go and apply for the passport without the other parent. Easy, right? Well, sometimes there's circumstances where the other parent is not around to say, hey, you can go without me. Here's the form, go and do your thing, right? It could be the person lives in another state and there's no communication. The parent can be absent. The person can be incarcerated. That happens. And then what do? Some people have said, hey, look, called me and said, listen, I want to get my passport. I'm trying to go on vacation with my child, but their father, I haven't been able to get a hold of him. Or the mother, I haven't been able to get a hold of her, right? It goes both ways. The father could have custody, or the mother, the father is incarcerated, whatever it is. So there's a form that many may not know about. It's called the DS 5525, the Statement of Exigent and Special Family Circumstances. Excuse me. It could be this child has a health issue and needs to get surgery out of state, and for some reason the other parent is not answering the phone. Or, like I said earlier, the person might be incarcerated, and usually there's a notary. You can send the forms to the prison or the jail, and the other parent can get the forms filled out, but sometimes not, right? So you get the form DS 5525. I'm going to look at it and I'll post it for everyone later. It's easy to fill out, but it's not that easy. It is a little confusing, right? So first, the child's name, applying parent's name, the non-applying parent's name, date of birth. If you use other names, their contact information if you have it. Some cases you have it and you're still not getting a response, right? Okay. Number 5 is very important. Is there a court order in either United States or abroad that says that the person applying has to have this other person to apply? It may or may not be. There may not be any court involved, but they want to know that. And then it asks, number 6, it asks if the non-applying parent is incarcerated. Easy enough. If yes, you have to submit evidence that the person is incarcerated with the form, such as a letter from the criminal court or a copy of the incarceration order or an online inmate locator to show that this person is not available, which just because a person is incarcerated does not mean that they will not fill out the form DS 3053 that says, hey, I can't be there. You can do it without me, right? But let's say the person is incarcerated and you're unable to get in contact with them. Or in the other case, the person is just not around. You've been trying to call them. You don't know their whereabouts. So we have this form. Number 6 is the question about incarcerated. Number 7 will ask, when was the last time you spoke to them? Easy enough, right? You put the time that you spoke to them. And then question number 8 asks about your attempts to contact the non-applying guardian. They want the number of times, approximate dates if you have, and the result. So the options are A, by mail, B, by phone, C, by email, D, by social media, or E, other. And other is if you have tried to reach out to a family member or a friend to get in contact with this person. So they have 2 options. You can relative or friend. You don't have to put 2, but they ask if there's 1 or 2. There's 2 places where you can put the name, address, and phone number of the person that you tried to reach out to. If you know the person's mother, aunt, whoever it is, you'll put that in there. And number 9 is to explain in detail how you have attempted to contact the person, which 5 through 8 is also going to gives a background of that. And you just tell them, hey, I've been trying to contact his mother who lives in California. We have joint custody. I'm calling her. I'm emailing her, to no avail. Easy enough. Number 10, it says, oath, I declare under penalty of perjury that all statements made in this supporting document are true and current. And although it does have an oath there, it's not asking that you notarize this form. So you'd go ahead and do the usual steps to applying for a passport for a child that's under 16. Using DS Form 11, you need the birth certificate. Of course, you need to go get a picture of the child, and you make your appointment. You go with DS Form 11 and then DS 5525 to apply for your child to get their passport. I think in most cases, I don't know. I recently had a client who I helped this form with, helped to fill out this form, and they applied. So far, I'm just waiting to hear back. And they also asked that the form be expedited because they're planning a trip for August. So hopefully they will get the forms that they need. Get the passport, and they'll be able to go on vacation. But just an FYI for people who think just because they can't get a hold with the second parent that you won't be able to get a passport. You can still get a passport. If you have any other questions, contact me, BTW Mobile Notary, where we do beyond traditional witnessing and we go above and beyond for our clients. Have a great day.